Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial, we are going to be stitching up one of my most favorite pouches that I have designed so far. We are going to be stitching up the TSA pouch, the clear version. I originally designed this pattern about 2 years ago upon doing some domestic and international travel. And I did some research with what was considered TSA compliant for clear liquids. And basically everything that I came up with was just stick it in a quart-sized Ziploc bag. Well, a quart-sized Ziploc bag, really? When you start stuffing that, it pops open. You don't fit enough in it. The liquids don't stand straight up. It falls over. And if you're stuffing this into your suitcase and that opens and clear liquids leak, come on. So that's why I came up with the TSA pouch. It is originally designed for clear plastic or clear vinyl. I do consider this a beginner pattern. However, I'm gonna say a confident beginner only because clear vinyl can be a bit of a challenge to sew with if you are not experienced. Knowing what your machine can handle and how your machine handles clear vinyl is going to be important. Took me a while to get my machine. I am sewing on my TL18, but once I figured out the tension, I did switch to a Teflon foot. And once I got it all worked out, I know exactly how to set up my machine each time I sew with the clear. I can rack out several of these in a day. Perfect for markets. And there's so many cute designs out there for clear vinyl that, you can please pretty much anyone. I have made several of these. These are just a few. It's a great pattern and I absolutely love it and I'm excited to share it with you. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, just give it a like. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or anything like that, link them down in the comment section below. But otherwise, let's get stitching. Okay, so our pieces are quite minimal for the clear version of the TSA pouch. I have my zipper pull, my two zipper ends, and then I have my two pieces of clear vinyl. I have already gone ahead and put my bag tag on according to the directions in the pattern, as well as the double stick tape on both sides of my zipper. So what we're going to do is we are going to prepare our zipper. We're going to take off the tape, the paper. We're going to grab one of our zipper ends and long way, two short ends, vertical, long way, give it a little squeeze right around the zipper. We'll use some clips to just hold it in place. We'll do the same thing to the other side. And wrap it around, and some clips to hold it in place. And then we are going to top stitch 1/8 of an inch away from each edge. Okay, next you're going to find your top centers. I already did I just used my scissors and just put a little clip on each one. You're going to find the center of your zipper as well on both sides. I'm going to use an air eraser marker and just mark those centers. then I'm going to take some double stick tape and I am going to apply it at the top and bottom of the zipper. Okay, now we're going to work with one panel at a time. We are basically going to make sure that the front panel is right side up and our zipper is right side up, and I like my zipper going towards the left. So I am going to take it and I'm going to flip it so right sides are together. So I'm going to remove the paper from the bottom first. And then I'm going to match up those centers. And then I'm going to stitch the zipper down at the seam allowance. Then I am going to flip this right side up, kind of give it a good finger press the best you can. With clear vinyl, that can be a little difficult. And then you are going to top stitch 1/8 inch away from the fold. You're just going to have to hold it down and maneuver it under the best you can as you're top stitching. Now you'll do the same exact thing with the back panel that you did with the front panel. Now you're going to want to take your zipper, unzip it about 3/4 of the way, and then you're going to put right sides together. And you are going to match up your top corners, your bottom corners, and the other side of your top corners. And you're going to clip them in place. Okay, now you're going to sew around the 3 sides. You will not be sewing these box corners. Okay, now we're going to box our corners. So we're going to stick our hand in the pouch and we are going to grab those corners and we are going to nestle those seams in like that. And we're going to clip it. I like to add some clips on the side so it doesn't slide. And then we're going to do the same thing to the opposite corner. We're going to make sure this bottom seam is going in the same direction so we do not end up with a twisted seam at the bottom. And these corners, if you sewed at the right seam allowance, is going to be perfect lineup. You will not have the round in there, which will help your pouch to sit nice and straight. And now we're going to stitch each corner at the seam allowance. I like to do 2 rows of stitching in the corners because the corners do take a good beating. They are the most stressed area on these pouches. So I will do one at the seam allowance, and then I will do one on, you know, 1/8 of an inch away from it, towards the raw edge. Okay, now we're going to turn our bag out. And with clear vinyl and any vinyl, I find that the old-fashioned blow dryer is one of your most favorite tool, my most favorite tools, for turning vinyl. It heats it up, it makes it super malleable to turn. So I'm going to go ahead and heat this up and turn it out. So how easy was that? Super quick, super easy. I cannot wait to see everybody's creations on social media. Please tag me at Strings to Things on Instagram and on Facebook. I cannot wait to see all the clear little pouches out there. And stay tuned for the lined version. I will link that video below because why not? Have a great day, guys.